NBA YoungBoy woke up to some really horrifying news today. He finding out around the same time we finding out. His right-hand man is one of his closest homies who probably stepped the hardest for him, is currently in the hospital fighting for his life after an altercation at a club in Houston last night. But the story takes an even sadder turn once you get the full details. See, when the story first broke and we found out NBA Ben 10, was in a hospital fighting for his life, a lot of us was sending condolences. Damn, man. Crab in a barrel, man. Why y'all always hating on people with some motion, man? But then the police and the eyewitnesses release the full details, and it becomes perfectly clear NBA Ben 10 and his associates were absolutely dead-ass wrong for what they did. What? And the condolences can't even be sent the same anymore once you found out they were in the wrong. They was at confessions in Houston, and these folks thought they had themselves an easy victim, not knowing they was dealing with John Wick himself, man. Because that boy was not going. Apparently, dude walked in and almost immediately an altercation or an argument with NBA Ben 10 and his associates took place. And they immediately began to attack this dude and try to snatch his chain.
3200 Kirby Drive at the Confessions nightclub.
NBA YoungBoy woke up to some really horrifying news today. He finding out right around the same time we finding out. His right-hand man is one of his closest homies who probably stepped the hardest for him, is currently in the hospital fighting for his life after an altercation at a club in Houston last night. But the story takes an even sadder turn once you get the full details. See, when the story first broke and we found out NBA Ben 10, was in a hospital fighting for his life, a lot of us was sending condolences. Damn, man. Crab in a barrel, man. Why y'all always hating on people with some motion, man? But then the police and the eyewitnesses release the full details, and it becomes perfectly clear NBA Ben 10 and his associates were absolutely dead-ass wrong for what they did. And the condolences can't even be sent the same anymore once you found out they were in the wrong. They was at confessions in Houston, and these folks thought they had themselves an easy victim, not knowing they was dealing with John Wick himself, man. Because that boy was not going. Apparently, dude walked in and almost immediately an altercation or an argument with NBA Ben 10 and his associates took place. And they immediately began to attack this dude and try to snatch his chain.
3200 Kirby Drive.
See, everybody ain't going for that bullshit, man. Just because you carry a type of status or you running with NBA YoungBoy thinking people gonna be scared of you, they ain't. They're going to put it on you.
At the Confessions nightclub, just behind me upstairs. It's a bar/restaurant type location. Tonight, there was probably, 20, 30 people in there and several servers and everything. Got some pretty good video. We got 2 victims on the scene right now. This is a shooting. We got 2 victims. Let's see, one's been shot multiple times in the torso, probably in his late 20s. Another one's been shot in the extremities and the lower extremities and also all throughout his arms and everything several times.
That boy was letting that bitch go. He was letting that motherfucker ride. Stop playing. You ain't forget this chain, not tonight.
He's probably in his mid-20s. They're both transported to local hospitals right now, and they're both in very critical condition. So my name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens. So what we know right now is our suspect, who we don't know who he is right now. We're working on that. Investigators do a great job. I'm sure they'll figure out who he is. Was at this location and had a confrontation with a couple guys. That altercation originally, and it appears from what they were doing, was trying to take his chains. Now, we don't know if they knew him or what that was, but it appears possibly they knew this guy.
I don't even like how they're calling him a suspect. Now, there's some good signs because a little later in his press conference, they actually called him the victim. But, yeah, don't call me no suspect, bro. Them boys try to snatch my chain. Them boys try to put hands on me. As far as I'm concerned, what that man did, all of us would do. If I'm by myself, or let's say it's me and 1 or 2 homies, because they did say some people jumped in as well. It's unclear if they jumped in to help him out or to add to the pack out. But, yeah, they rallied against this dude. They attacked this poor guy, tried to snatch his chain, tried to mark him out on camera, all type of stuff. And he reached somehow. They didn't see. He got the fa. Y'all got to understand, man, just because y'all is in a pack of hyenas, man, don't mean that everybody is going to be a victim, man. Not everybody is a baby doe. No, some people is grizzly bears. Some people is lions, man. Some people ain't going. a lot of people go to these different cities like Houston and Atlanta, and they think it's sweet because they come from certain environments they believe is tougher, right? It's like a New York dude. A New York guy will come to North Dakota or go to, like to Minnesota or Minneapolis somewhere and think they're the biggest, baddest, toughest person in the city because they from New York. Same thing with Baton Rouge, right? They go to these different cities. They think they're the biggest, baddest, toughest people on the planet, man, until they meet somebody who's just as tough.
And they were in the process of trying to rip his chains off. That went on for 30 seconds to a minute where these two guys were tussling with him, actually got him to the ground, and appears probably got his chains from him. Right after that, another fella jumps in and several other people jump in as well, along with these other guys, and they start having a fist fight. And they're beating this guy pretty bad. Got him on the ground and beating him pretty good. Sometime during that part of the fight, our victim, who was originally...
How was you running with YoungBoy, you YoungBoy right-hand man, and you out here trying to snatch chains, bro? YoungBoy ain't putting these boys in position to where they ain't got to do shit like that?
Looked like he was being majorly assaulted by several people and getting his chains ripped off. He presents a pistol. We don't know where he got it from, but he got it. Must have had it in his pants the whole time, but he got it out and started shooting randomly. Ends up hitting 2 people. Those are our 2 victims. Not certain if these are the same ones that were trying to rip off his necklaces or not. Again, investigation's just now starting, but investigators are going to get over here and try to figure out exactly how that occurred. We got some folks on the scene that are talking to us and got some good video. So that's where we are right now. Prayers for those 2 guys that were shot. Again, we don't know all the details yet, exactly why all this occurred. But like I said, our investigators will get to the bottom of it. Any questions?
Did the robbery victim, did he remain on the scene, or was he taken to the hospital?
No. That's again, we're waiting for, looking at local hospitals, see if anybody else shows up, just in case another person might have been shot. Again, I would ask if anybody knows what occurred here, please come forward and call HPD Major Assaults.
As far as I'm concerned, it's an open and shut case, bro. Now, the dude probably effed up by running away, but I feel like if he comes and turns himself in the morning of and actually answers the questions, he'll probably go home the same day, man. Right? Because you can't blame him for like getting out of Dodge for running away. Because if you fire a gun, you don't know who's about to fire back at you. You don't know if they got other people who's in the cut waiting to get you. What you gonna do? Shoot to protect yourself and defend yourself, and then stay there while all the chaos is going on, while people is still trying to get you, and stay there and wait for the police? Man, cut it out, man. Not at all. Now, there's been rumors going on, people not knowing if NBA Ben 10 is alive or dead, but we'll address those rumors a little later in this video and break down all the information we know about his status.
For now, and the individual, again, that was being robbed or assaulted, and I guess you would consider it a robbery as physically as they were being with this guy, once he finally presented the weapon and started shooting, he fled on foot, and we don't know where he went from that time. We don't know if he got in a car, don't know where he went. So, like I said, a lot of stuff is going on right now, a lot of moving parts, and I'm trying to figure out who that was.
So the robbery victim is also the gunman?
Yes.
So you'd say he's pretty badly beaten?
Well, it appears that he was being beat up severely, but he was able to get to his weapon and start firing at everyone. Ended up striking 2 people.
You know the club checks for weapons or metal detectors or anything?
I don't know that. Yep. Y'all would have to ask the store or the club owners that stuff.
Any previous
don't know.
Shootings here?
I don't. Not that I know of, but again, I'm not sure about that. I haven't worked one here.
Did the patrons of the restaurant remain on the scene, or they all fled too?
Some did. Some folks stuck around. Some folks fled. We had a handful of folks who were trying to. But again, the most people that are being most cooperative right now are the actual owners of the club and the people that work there.
A Dallas blog initially reported that NBA Ben 10 was shot dead at the Houston restaurant, but it was a nightclub. But then shortly afterwards, they then came back and says, well, NBA Ben 10 mama said that he's alert, all right? So the mama put 10 is alert. Please stop it with the made-up stories. Now, another associate, OG3, he posted a FaceTime call with him and Ben 10's mama, but no Jumper is actually reporting that the call was with OG3 and Ben 10 on the mama's phone because the mama was in the hospital. And, you know, he reposted it with a screenshot that says Forever 10, forever. Now, my thing is this. The Forever 10, to me, sounds like he passed away, right? Because, for example, if I don't know, right? If I spoke to a friend that's in the hospital, if I'm doing the, like, forever blank, like, that would mean, like my friend is gone, but his legacy lives forever, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
People are saying he's alive, and this is false. Now, what I would say, man, is I hope Ben 10 makes some serious changes to his life if he gets up from out this situation. If God gives him a second chance at life, I hope he makes some changes to his life, bro. Because if you've been somebody who's been online and been watching this dude's behavior over the last couple of years, then you understand he's been out of control, literally out of control, always in a different conflict. He went viral for literally asking President Trump or, you know, leaders of this world to create a state where they could go and just kill each other. And that sounds like hyperbole. No, but that's literally what he said.
If y'all want the murder rate to go down, why y'all on this make a state for straight grade niggas, straight hitters, and let us just kill each other? Let us just go dumb, you heard me? And if the other ones kill outside of the state lines, the government get to kill them or kill y'all. Like, if the ones won't bang for the rest of our life, let us get a part of the world where we just could bang it. Like, this our life. Like, you can't get mad because we bang. Man, we tired of going to jail for banging. This is something I love to do. Well, what I love to do, I love to bang, and I'm back on that side. So, like, ain't just too much police shit involved right now, man. Like, if niggas stain something today, and it's an important person from that side, it's about a nigga who did it going to the feds. If ain't no late night shit. You feel me? And that's facts, man.
I'm not against the idea per se, right? Because if y'all do want to commit violence, y'all should probably have a little place where y'all commit violence against yourselves and don't hurt any civilians. But if this is your legacy, if this is like your most viral clip, if this is what you're known for, that says a lot about the life that you lived, to be honest. Right? That says a lot about what type of life you lived, that this is the most viral clip that we know you for. Now, Ben 10 has, I can't even list, right, using two hands, the amount of conflicts he's been in online. Like, y'all remember when NLE Chopper got pulled up on by some NBA YoungBoy goons? That was Ben 10. Ben 10 was the one who had the gun, who confronted NLE Chopper. Now, NLE Chopper claimed that Ben 10 had a gun, and they had guns too, and they was about to bang it out right then and there.
Good. This nigga doing all this police ass shit.
Where you at, nigga? I stamp on everything I love, bro. What type of gangster pull up on a man, say they gonna do something to a man, and pull out their phone? On everything I love, bro. Baby ARP in hand, man. I just asked these folks, what you wanna do? Why y'all keep staring at me? I'm sitting here, right in the drive, parking lot, right there, telling them what they wanna do. Man, them shake it, man. 3, you shake it. Ben, shake it. Y'all do man. Listen, then right after that, cause I hop in the car, I'm like, man, what y'all wanna do? Y'all don't wanna do nothing. Nigga pull off in the whip, now to pull their phone out, man. I had 2 in front line that would have laid y'all down. Come on, man. If you gonna post something, post that, bro. Listen, bro, go pull the surveillance camera footage up. I was just standing there, wide in the middle, butt booty naked, flat foot in the parking lot. You ain't do shit to me, bro. I drove off. I was hanging out the window with that, screaming, do something. What happened then? You pulled out a phone, bro. I'm not finna kill. Man, listen, I'm on straight self-defense, man. I'm not on offense, man. What happened, Mike?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing. Time out.
What they do?
Nothing. They filmed. They filmed.
What they do?
Hey.
What the? Hey, time out. Did I not have ARP in my hand? Was I not flat foot, butt booty naked? Did I not walk to the car and go grab my then ask them what they want to do?
On my life.
On everything, didn't it?
On everything. On my kids.
On my kids too. Man, listen.
my life.
All
On
3
my
of my
life,
kids can
goddamn.
talk right now. If I did not just ask
Had
them.
a gun and scared to touch.
They didn't, bro, come on. And y'all always thinking I'm the one that's the hoe, man. Come on.
We also seen when Mimo 600 was trolling about being in Baton Rouge. Who popped up? Who was driving around the city looking for Mimo 600 to put in work? Ben 10. When you live a life this chaotic, you're usually going to have a chaotic ending. Now, hopefully God gives this man a second chance and he changes his life. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you feel like the
Well, you already know what they say. You live by it, you're going to die by it. You can't feel sorry for the ones that put themselves in their predicament. Like, you out here trying to snatch chains. I'm thinking, shit, Ben 10, you should be up somewhere. You should be having some paper flow. The last thing should be on your mind is to snatch somebody else's chain, bro. Like, I get it, you come from the streets, you is the streets, you ain't gonna never leave the streets and all that type of stuff, but you need somebody in your corner that's gonna talk to you and put you on game and just try to get you away from that type of shit, bro. It's a lot more ways out here to get some money, just stay away from the drama. Like, come on, man. I don't know if you alive or not right now, you know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm gone.